और आइए एक बार फिर आपको सीधे लिए चलते हैं बेंगलुरु, जहां पर कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं।
उसे कोई लेना देना है नहीं, सिर्फ वो उनके मुद्दे उठाते हैं। और जो सबसे बड़ा उनका पॉलिटिकल प्लान है,
कांग्रेस पार्टी को दलितों से कुछ लेना देना नहीं और सिर्फ वो उनके मुद्दे उठाते हैं। और तो मुद्दे तो उठाते हैं। हमारा ये सवाल है कि प्रधानमंत्री उनके मुद्दे क्यों नहीं उठा रहे हैं? मतलब इस बार तो प्रधानमंत्री हमारी बात कर रहे हैं। हमने कहा है कि दलितों को मारा जा रहा है, पीटा जा रहा है, कूटा जा रहा है, दबाया जा रहा है। रोहित वेमुला खड़ा होता है, कहता है मुझे शिक्षा चाहिए, उसको कुचल के मार दिया जाता है। चिट्ठी जाती है, उसको दबा दिया जाता है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मुंह से एक शब्द नहीं निकलता है। उना में दलितों को मारा जाता है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मुंह से एक शब्द नहीं निकलता है। उत्तर प्रदेश में मारा जाता है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मुंह से शब्द नहीं निकलता है। तो दलितों के मुद्दे हम तो उठाएंगे, वो तो हमारा काम है।
सर 2 करोड़ जॉब्स की पर आप सबसे ज्यादा हमला करते हैं।
I'd like to say that in English also because I've got a Karnataka audience and I want to say that. Would you like to ask me the question in English?
Prime Minister today, while addressing SC/ST people through Namo app, he said accused Congress they have nothing to do with Dalits and they are only garnering their votes. And also he alleged that your party is raising issues related to Dalits for Karnataka election, and he himself...
Now you have changed the question again. The question you asked me was, Mr. Narendra Modi said that the Congress party is only raising Dalit issues.
Yeah.
And I said, absolutely. That is our job. We will defend the rights of Dalits. We will raise Dalit issues. The question is, when Mr. Rohit Vemula is killed, Mr. Narendra Modi doesn't say a word. When people in Una are beaten, humiliated, our Prime Minister doesn't say a word. Our Prime Minister gives as much money in the whole of India to Dalits and tribals. Half of that money Karnataka government gives. Let me rephrase that. Karnataka government gives half of the money that the entire Indian government gives for Dalits and tribals. This is something for the Indian government to be ashamed of. Thank you.
Shri Nagarjun. Sorry. Shri Nagarjun was asking there. Sir, Nagarjun from India Today here. Here. This way, sir.
Okay, I can't see.
Okay, here.
Okay, yeah. There you are. Okay.
Sir, you've been speaking about in every rally about how it's Beti Bachao and BJP MLA se Bachao, and PM Modi speaks about how it should not be politicized. You also held a candle march against Unnao and Kathua rape cases. Don't you think that you and your party are politicizing atrocities against women?
Atrocities against women, rapes of women is a political issue. Who says it's not a political issue? It's absolutely a national issue. Are you telling me that if India's women are raped, politicians shouldn't discuss it? It's absolutely a political issue. It is an issue that is fundamental. The treatment of our women, the treatment of 50% of our women is absolutely an issue. And Mr. Modi likes to discuss things like, seaplanes, which is a political issue, I guess, bullet trains, but fundamental issues in Karnataka, he doesn't like to discuss. What are the issues in Karnataka? They're pretty simple. Helping the farmers. We have given 8,000 crore rupees to the farmers. How much money has the Prime Minister given? How much money has the Prime Minister given to the farmers of India and the farmers of Karnataka? I'd like to ask that question. He gives 250,000 crores to the richest 15 people in this country. I want to ask, if the government of Karnataka has given 8,000 crores, how many rupees has the Prime Minister of India given? Zero. He has not given 1 rupee in debt waiver to the farmers of India. This is something to be ashamed of. That is another political issue. But Mr. Narendra Modi doesn't like to raise it. Very fundamental political issue. Our Prime Minister comes and says he fights for corruption. Well, on his stage is Mr. Yedurappa, his chief ministerial candidate, who has spent time in jail. Let me repeat that. Who has spent time in jail for corruption, for stealing from the people of Karnataka. On the other side, Reddy brothers, who have stolen as much money from Karnataka as the Congress party gave for Narega, 35,000 crores. People of Karnataka, the Reddy brothers have stolen 35,000 crores from you. They have stolen your money from your pockets and they have fleeced you. The Prime Minister needs to answer why in none of his speeches does he talk about the 8 seats he has given to the Reddy brothers, why he doesn't explain to the people of Karnataka why the Central Bureau of Investigation has become the Central Bureau of Illegal Mining and is being used to protect these people. These are the issues. And by the way, women's atrocities is an issue across India and we will continue to raise it.
Shri Bharat from Deccan Herald. If you can please pass on the mic. Ravi, it's on your right, he's on your right hand side. Sir, I'll keep, as you raise hands, I'll keep jotting down and we'll take as many questions as possible.
Hi Rahul. Where are you now? Here. Okay, hi. We've been following your...
How are you?
I'm good. I've been following your campaign since February. And you visited a number of temples, mutts and places of religious worship. What was the message that you were trying to send out? And the related question is, you've also been quoting a lot of Basavanna. How do you respond to the allegation that the Congress government here divided the Lingayat community by according religious minority status?
So the first question, there are many different ways in which our people express themselves. And our people have multiple different beliefs. They have different religious beliefs, they have different linguistic beliefs. As a leader of a political party, it is my job to stand with them in their beliefs. So whoever invites me to whichever institution, I will go to. I will go to because I respect their perspective. But I will not go to a single institution that is involved in dividing, spreading hatred, spreading anger, and killing people. So that is my position on the religious institutions. Now, what's interesting is throughout the last 15 years, I have been visiting temples, I have been visiting mosques, I have been visiting gurdwaras, I have been visiting pretty much every religious institution I come across. For some reason, the BJP doesn't like this. For some reason, the BJP gets very uncomfortable when I go to a temple.
They've called you an election Hindu.
Yeah, I don't think they understand the meaning of the term Hindu. Because the term Hindu is a perspective, it's a viewpoint. And it is something that is in the heart, it is imbibed, and it lives with you throughout. So that statement, election Hindu, is a demonstration of how they view their religion. I don't view my religion like that. What was the second question? The Lingayat issue. There is a difference between helping a community express themselves, empowering a community, and crushing a community. What the BJP is busy doing with the Dalits, with the tribals, with the minorities, is crushing them, killing them, and humiliating them, and dividing the country. There's a big difference between the two. The Congress Party's perspective is we help people empower themselves. Thank you.
Senior journalist Shri Vijay Grover, I think he was here on the right side.
Because mainly the Delhi,
I'm from Bangalore. I have one question to you, Rahul.
Yeah.
The fact is, we've discussed a lot about national politics. In the international arena, when dealing with China especially, we saw that, you had tweeted once appreciating the Prime Minister's stance when he was going to Wuhan. And to talk about the Dokla-Ham issue.
Can you just hold the mic closer to you so I can hear you?
On the Dokla-Ham issue, you had wished him all support. But somehow we see that the Dokla-Ham issue continues to be debated.
I wish the Prime Minister...
What is your stance?
I wish the Prime Minister support because he is the leader of our country. I expected the Prime Minister in in China, to go as the leader of our country and stand right there and tell the Chinese and speak to them about Doklam. The Prime Minister went to China after the Chinese have entered Doklam and didn't mention a word about Doklam. He didn't say a word. The Prime Minister had a conversation with the Chinese president with no agenda. Are you telling me there is no agenda? There is an agenda. It's called Doklam. There is an agenda. It's called the Maldives. There is an agenda. It's called Nepal. Of course there's an agenda. What does he mean by going to China and having a discussion without an agenda? The agenda is we are surrounded on all sides. That's the agenda. It's pretty clear. But you guys don't like to raise that. I don't know why.
No.
You guys are uncomfortable.
You think we've not been able to take it the way it should have been taken up?
Absolutely not. Our foreign policy has been decimated. Our foreign policy has been completely decimated. Across the board. And it's because the Prime Minister views foreign policy as an individual exercise. He is under the impression that he can go and have a personal conversation with the President of China or the President of Nepal and everything will magically happen. There are huge forces involved in this, and the Prime Minister needs to take into account the extremely talented people who are sitting in the Foreign Ministry. The Prime Minister needs to carry his own people with him. Are there any conversations going on with the Finance Minister, with the Defense Minister about this type of strategy? No. It's a one-man show.
Yeah, Pramod from TV9.
Since the mic was not coming to Kannada,
sir, I would request, sir, I will come to you. Of course, I know you so well. Certain discipline all of us will have to maintain, and I assure you, Congress President, Chief Minister and other leaders will take as many questions as possible. They are not like the current Prime Minister who doesn't address a PC. Can we go to, sir, as
I'm very passionate about this China issue. Let me tell you, in my view, the central challenge in front of our country today is our ability to give jobs to our youngsters. That's the central challenge. China is a competitor of ours. China is also a rising power. We are in an environment where we have to manage our foreign policy with extreme care. And I'm very passionate when I see fundamental blunders being made. Fundamental blunders. I saw a video recently of the Pakistani Republic Day parade with Chinese troops marching in it. What does that tell you? I see complete change in the position of Russia with regards to India. I see the Russians supplying Pakistan with weapons which they've never done before. So there is a disaster that is being created on the foreign policy front. And it is, frankly, it is very dangerous for this country. That is why you're hearing sort of slightly louder expression from my side.
TV9, Shri Pramod.
Hello sir, this is Pramod from TV9. I have a question that you have conducted the cycle yatra in Kolar against the petrol price hike, and you have also accused the Modi government of fleecing the common man. And don't you think they are following the UPS policy? And my another important question is, what is your stand on Mahadai? On the one hand, government of Karnataka is trying to solve the issue, but Goa Congress is protesting against that. And BJP still referring to Sonia Ji's comment she has made during the election campaign that is favorable for Goa. So what is your stand on Mahadai issue and what is AIGC stand? Can you clarify?
The petrol issue is very simple. The policy of the Congress party was to give benefits of the petroleum products, of the price of petroleum to our people. During the Congress regime, the price of petrol was crude oil was $140. Crude oil was $140 a barrel. Today that price is hovering around $70 a barrel. Huge amount of money has been saved by the government of India. The government of India can choose who to give that money to. The Congress party spent that money in schemes like Narega, schemes like farm loan waiver, which were pro-people schemes. The BJP has simply taken that money, lakhs of crores, and given it to their friends. So absolutely the policy is the same, but who you give the money to is completely different. There is massive amount of money that is coming, and that should be distributed. On the other issue, it is up to the Prime Minister to resolve that issue. Whatever resolution comes out, we support.